guys, I'm 7 weeks pregnant today, and so I guess it's still early. I guess I'm having common pregnancy symptoms. I feel like I'm pregnant. I'm definitely feeling like I'm pregnant. The nausea kicked in right at 6 weeks. It was like right after I did the video last Thursday. It was like, you're going to be nauseous now. And it's more of the nauseous that I felt with my son. I got really sick with him, and I'm not liking this trend so far because I'm feeling pretty sick, so I'm not looking forward to that. With my daughter, I felt more lightheaded and had issues with passing out and just feeling off in the fact that I was so lightheaded. And with Tristan, I felt really nauseous and just sick, and that's kind of how I'm feeling this time. So I'm not saying I think it's a boy or anything because I have no idea really. And actually, a couple of people have said that they think it's a girl, so who knows? I have no idea, and it'll be a complete surprise when baby comes. But, yes, definitely feeling nauseous, a lot of food aversions already. I want fruit, fresh fruit, and, steamed, really simple veggies, and that's, it. I am able to do quinoa, which is really good. So I've been doing a lot of quinoa with steamed veggies and a lot of fruit, and doing quinoa in the morning to get that protein boost, and so that's at least good. But then I do have some kind of cravings for spicy food, which I've had with both pregnancies as well. It's kind of one of my favorite foods anyways, but that kind of helps with getting some actual food in me, because if I have that craving for spicy things, I will fix something spicy and get it down before I start feeling either nauseous or I don't want anything to eat. So tonight I made black beans and corn and Spanish rice, and we have these really awesome tortillas that we get that are made but not cooked, and so then you can put them on your skillet right at home, and they're so delicious. And so we just stuffed a whole bunch of that in there and some yummy cheese, and so that was really good until I got one down, and I was just like, oh, I really need to eat more, but I just feel ugh. But I did. I got 1.5 more in because I knew I needed it. But it's just, it's the guessing game to where I'm really trying to figure out when I'm hungry, trying to get food in me as fast as I can before I feel nauseous, and trying to work around my aversions. So it's been a lot of fun. It's impossible when you have 2 kids to manage that. So it's hard. It's been really hard, and I know that's going to be my biggest issue for this whole pregnancy. So it should be fun. I know I kind of told you guys that I would do kind of a rundown of the diet that I kind of follow in pregnancy, and I didn't get around to figuring out how I wanted to really present it. So I'll go ahead and just tell you, and you guys can look at the site if you want, and I'll probably do a whole separate video on it because it's intensive, and it's really important, I think, and really good for women to at least be aware of. It's called the Brewer's diet, and there's a whole website about it, and mostly it's just percentages of different foods, like protein, carbs, fats, everything like that, and how much of each, and percentages, and working them into your meal plan every day. And it's just a really good way to kind of keep yourself accountable, which is nice. And with Adele, there was no way I could eat that many calories. There was just, I tried, and it was just not possible for me to eat that much food. And so I just took the same kind of breakdown percentages and lowered the full amount, and that worked out really well. This time I'm really trying to do all of it because I'm nursing as well, and so I'm really trying to get all of it in. But again, it's just, I'm eating already every 30 minutes to every hour, and in the middle of the night, and before I actually wake up for my day. So it's hard. but I'm trying. I'm really, really, really trying. Headaches. I really didn't have an issue with this with the other two. Maybe with Tristan I had headaches. And with Tristan I think I didn't have the knowledge to really know what was going on in my body. So with him I just felt like shit. And that's all I really knew is I'm pregnant. This is how I'm going to feel, and it sucks. And so this time, I know what's going on in my body, and with Adele I knew too, and I know to look at my diet, I know to look at my sleeping, and, everything like that. So with the headaches, I'll talk about that a little later, but I am suffering a lot from headaches in the evening mostly, so I eat dinner, I clean up the kitchen, and then it's I want to just go lay down because I don't want to look at the television. I don't want to read a book. I don't want to hear my kids. I don't want to be in a lighted room. I want to be covered up in a blanket with my head between some pillows and curl up into a ball and cry some nights because these headaches are just make me immobile. I just can't do a thing. So that's been really annoying, and I'm really hoping they go away. And I'll tell you what my midwife said about them in a little while. The tiredness has set in. Oh my gosh. And I don't know if it's also because Adele's been going through this phase where she's just nursing all night and not sleeping, or if she is sleeping, she's sleeping on top of me, which we all know isn't that comfortable, and you don't actually get really good sleep like you need. So that might be affecting me too, but during the day, it's I have a hard time. I'm not one of those people who just turn on the TV and let my kids play and then take a nap. I can't do that. That freaks me out. So it takes everything in me to just lay there, try to find something for them to do that I can kind of interact from the couch, and try my hardest not to actually fall asleep because that just scares me. I don't know why. I just can't do it. But yes, I'm tired. And right now it's not even 7 o'clock yet, and I'm doing this because I just want to go to bed. I'm gonna get the kids in bed at 8 o'clock and go to bed because I'm really tired. I am experiencing more breast tenderness, which is almost a good sign because I know that's a sign of high progesterone, and I was kind of worried that I wasn't having any breast soreness because it's been so noticeable in my other pregnancies that it was just kind of strange this time. And so I am noticing that a lot more. If I have a letdown when I'm feeding Adele, or even in the morning or anything, it's oh, ouch. Or feeding Adele at night, and it's nipple pain, but it's also a skin crawling, get off of me, you're in my space kind of feeling with nursing her at night. It's I want to throw a tantrum because I'm just get off of me, get away from me, don't touch my boobs, don't lay on my chest. And I hate feeling like that, but it's awful. And I usually love co-sleeping, and I love having my kids close to me. And right now it's just, I don't know if it's a phase that Adele's going through right now with a growth spurt and teething and whatever else. She's 15 months. She's, starting to use her words a lot more and going through all these milestones and things. So I don't know if it's just the fact that she's hitting a phase and just the way she is. But Tristan's also been really clingy lately too. So I don't know if they just kind of sense what's going on and want to be around me more and need that extra love and attention, which I'm okay with. But whew, it takes a lot of patience, that's for sure. I've got my notes over here that I'm looking at because total prego brain lately. Holy cow, that's another thing that's really annoying. I can't remember a thing. It's awful. I tried to make my recipe that I make all the time, and I could not remember. I could not remember the ratios. It was awful. I had to dig out my recipe jar because I couldn't even remember it. It's annoying. But I get like this all the time, so not surprising. So I'll move on. I saw Kim yesterday. She had a birth last week. Kim is my midwife, so I'll refer to her as just Kim from now on because she's not my midwife. She's just Kim. So she had a birth last week when we had an appointment set up. So I saw her yesterday. And really it was just mostly to talk about breastfeeding during pregnancy and to talk about when I kind of wanted to start care since she would be gone for a good chunk of November, and to she's doing all of her charting online right now, so that's kind of neat for her. It's a lot easier. And so I just got an invite to her charting thing, and I just fill out my my history, and so it's really nice. And then also she has a new biller that has ways to code things so that maybe some things might be covered through insurance, which would be really nice. I have no problem paying for her services out of pocket. That's what we did for Adele. And, you know, $2,900 for a picture-perfect dream birth is nothing for her services. I have no problem with that. But it would be really nice to be able to have insurance cover some of it if they can. So I also put in my application thing to the billing process for that, so that should go through, which it's going to be kind of nice to hear back from. We talked about her trip to Africa, and Tristan was able to bring all the things that he picked out for the kids, so that was a lot of fun. And I think she's going to really enjoy herself, and it's going to be really neat for her. It's a good mental break, but also a good rejuvenation and inspirational trip for her, so I'm really excited for her. And then talking about breastfeeding and pregnancy, we talked a lot about calories and where those calories need to come from, of course, and she knows that I'm really passionate about nutrition, so she didn't stress too much about that. But she did talk to me a lot about vitamin D. And I knew vitamin D was something that your body takes a lot of when you're pregnant and when you're nursing, especially when you're beginning your nursing relationship, when you're, stuck at home with your baby, and your vitamin D levels just plummet because you're just nursing nonstop and you're not outside, and your body just kind of goes into almost a hibernation survival mode. And so I had always, got onto a vitamin D supplement really good for at least the first year of nursing. And then, sometimes during the winter months, I really feel a drop in my levels, so then I get back on it. But this summer, I felt fantastic, and even with nursing and everything, we were outside most days, all day, and being in Colorado, we have sunshine, and it's gorgeous, and even if we just have our drapes open, we get sunshine. So I wasn't worried about it at all this summer, but talking to her, she's like, in pregnancy and nursing, and now that the weather's changing, you need to up your vitamin D levels a lot. So, and she was saying, 4 times the amount of a normal person, because I'm breastfeeding and I'm pregnant, and I'm a young woman in the winter months. So I did get a vitamin D supplement, and I don't have it right now, or else I would show you, and I have no idea what the brand is because I just got the one that she suggested right after our visit. So next time I will show you. And she also said the next time we see each other, she does have to do a verification of pregnancy now, for her insurance reasons and my insurance reasons. So she didn't have any then because she just started having to do that. So before she leaves the first week in November, I'll see her again, verify my pregnancy, and I might actually have to drop in and do that because it can't be our first initial visit. She has to verify the pregnancy before then. So I might just have to drop by her house, which is only a few blocks away, and that's where her office is, inside of her house, and pee on a stick so that she can say, yes, you're pregnant. And then she also said, in that initial visit, she wants to do a vitamin D check, and that's what she's most concerned about, which I agree. Those are the things that are important. I don't care what my ACG, or I don't even know what those are, because I just don't even care about them, because if I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant, and like I said in my other video, I won't go on that rant again. But vitamin levels and that type of thing are very important to me, because that's what keeps you healthy and pregnant healthy and pregnant, healthy in your pregnancy, and that's what's really, really important for you and baby. So I definitely want to get a vitamin D check and an iron check. So yes, that's what I will be doing my initial visit. We also talked about how dates could possibly be wonky because of my lack of cycles, and because I only have a possible ovulation date. We said, we would just kind of go off of when I start feeling baby move is usually for, after you have your first baby, usually you feel baby move anywhere from 14 to 18 weeks. And in most women, your fundus height, so where your uterus is, will hit your belly button. No matter on how tall you are, if you have a tilted uterus, anything like that, most women, your uterus, your fundus height will hit your belly button at 20 weeks. So we figured we would just kind of go off of that, and right now keep my due date as the first week of June 6th technically. So that was nice that, she... Really, the only issue with that is if I were to go really early or later or have any issues to where we would need any backup care, she needs those things documented just to save both of our you-know-whats. And then in just our life, I wanted to tell you guys about Tristan's first field trip because that was so much fun, and I was able to go since it's a co-op, and I as you probably all know, I'm a little crazy about car seats, so I didn't want him driving in anybody else's car. He's the only one in his class rear facing, and I'm proud of that, and I'm happy for that, but I didn't want anybody, stressing about, oh, we have this rear facing kid in my car, and blah, 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 and so I just drove, and I asked if anybody else wanted their child rear facing, and I would just use my daughter's car seat, so then they didn't have to move theirs, and I didn't have to take hers out. And one mom asked me about the benefits, and she's even considering turning her child back around, and she wanted her daughter to sit in that rear-facing car seat, and she loved it. And then I had another little boy who was going to be in my car as well, and when she saw the other two car seats were rear-facing, she asked if I would prefer it rear-facing, and I said yes, because it's 5 times safer, and if I'm driving, I'd rather your child be safer. So I helped her rear face her car seat, so I had all 3 kids in my car rear facing, and I was so proud and so happy about that. And we went to the pumpkin patch. We have like a local little farm, and so they saw the animals, they picked their pumpkin, they went on a hayride, and it was a lot of fun, and it was neat to see my little independent boy coming from an AP lifestyle. He's so independent. Oh my gosh, he co-slept, he was born, he was breastfed until he was 20 months, all these things that people are like, oh God, he's going to be stuck to you forever. Do you know what? With the 5 parents that were there, he was the boy that was up there with his friends, with his class, doing what he wanted to do, and then just occasionally coming back like, oh Mom, did you see that? Or, even on the hayride, he wanted to be close to me, but he didn't need to be on my lap like some of the other kids that had their parents there. So it made me so happy to see how independent and happy and grown up he is. So that was so fun. And then my other exciting thing for this week is my mom is coming up this weekend. We're actually meeting her in Denver to watch my youngest brother play his last game up here, his last football game for the season. That's this way that we can see because he's a senior this year. So it's the last one I'll probably watch for his high school career because we're pretty sure he's going to be playing in college, so that's exciting. But we'll be meeting them about an hour, hour and a half away and watching the game, and then she's going to come back up here for the next couple of days. So I'm really excited about that, not only to see my mom and have her here and have the kids seeing her and everything. We love Grammy to death. But she also has my Adventures in Tandem nursing book because she ordered it for me. So I'm really excited to get that and start reading it because Lord knows I need some just reassurance and some happy vibes about nursing and pregnancy because it's stressful, it's tiring, it's all of the above that you could imagine. But it's also very beneficial, I know, and I'm still very excited to go through that journey. I think that's all. Also Sunday I have I'm meeting with a group of baby wearers from Northern Colorado and Denver, and we are going to apply for the baby wearers, what is it now? It's the, it's volunteer baby wearing education. I think that's how it goes. There's a couple different steps into baby wearing education being certified, and this is the first step. So you have to fill out an application first, and then you have a Skype interview where the interviewer can ask you to simply just speak in instructions for different carries, or to actually demonstrate them with either an infant or a toddler. So with different carriers and different types of carries and things like that. So we're getting together to put our applications in and practice our carries and look at their information about what they want to see and things. So I'm really excited about that. So in the next week or two, be looking for videos on my favorite carries, because I definitely want to be practicing them, for one, and two, seeing how they come across in video, since it will be through Skype. So it's something I definitely want to practice and have your guys' input on, and yeah, get the ball rolling on some baby wearing videos, because I haven't done any of those really yet. I guess you guys saw me wear Adele while I was cooking, but you know, I'm wearing one of the kids, and I definitely want to get those regular carries recorded before I have a belly, and I can't do them as well, and have to kind of switch over to different carries. So be looking for those, and I'm very excited about that, and I'll give you guys an update about that as well next week. Yeah, I have a lot of videos I want to do. I don't know. I have no time. And I'm exhausted and sick. So, I don't know. I'll try to get them out. I promise. But definitely look for my 8-week video that I will record on Thursday. But who knows when I'll get them uploaded. I have upload issues big time. So, hopefully during the weekend. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry it got long again. Bye.